right, really strong spiritual presence over here at Star Card Podcast. So you might as well subscribe, everybody, if you haven't subscribed yet. The King of Swords. Hey, Rainbow Flame, check it out. He's here to tell you the truth right now. The Hierophant. You're learning. You're upscaling. You already proved that you can master energy and convert it to your benefit. Now you're getting promoted to the next level. So 4 of Cups, maintain positivity. Those challenges, it's all just part of the game. When you go back to your soul family and you realize you're an immortal spiritual being leading a temporary human existence, you're going to be so proud that you looked at that silver lining no matter what. All right, that was a fun read, Rainbow Flame. Go get them. Happy 4th of July. Thanks, Tarot World. Incredible.
We got one more reading for Ray, and then anybody who didn't get a reading, we'll get one with Missy and Chloe. But we're going to kind of do a podcast with Missy and Chloe too, So we got. Sorry, you're right. You go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say I was cutting the cards to shuffle for Rainbow Flame, and then I got the rainbow card, the 10 of Cups. It's a dream come true, Rainbow Flame. Always maintain that dream come true attitude. All right, let's throw some cards for K41. Hey, K41, I'm going to brighten up your porch there with some fireworks from the tie-dye deck, the fantasy color deck. Thanks for inviting me to read. That looks like a very comfortable place to sit. All right, hey, Tarot World, here's your last chance to show what you got, to strut your stuff. Let's send a message to K41. I invite K41's spirit guides, her higher self, to jump on my brainstem. Let's deliver a helpful, fun message for K41. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Catch me over at Star Card Podcast on YouTube. Here, K41. The 3 of Wands is the card that says luck is where preparation meets opportunity. Foresight, not just a 5-year plan, but even beyond that. Wow. The 10 of Cups is the dream come true card, and the Queen of Cups is she's like the empathic grandmother at the holiday time. We always have good goals. We're always aiming, I'm going to say, for the right thing. Bringing benefits and blessings and abundance to everyone in my life around me. I don't take from people around me. I take from the universe. There's enough abundance in life for everyone. And at the same time, even though we act with integrity, the 9 of Swords shows up and says something's on our mind. There's a concern. But look at you go, K41. You have a chipper attitude. It's the Page of Swords. You know what? When things look like they're getting glum, there's a few shadows, a cloud crosses in front of the sun. The Page of Swords says, go out and play. Go create. Follow your instinct when you write or paint or create anything at all. Even if you're just doing domestic chores in a creative way, think creatively. Okay, that's what gets you out of the doldrums. Can I take the 9 of Swords and turn it upside down now? Okay, the Page of Swords, creating things. Okay, that's the medicine you need for the 9 of Swords. All right, so then at the end, we have the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. Here's a good message for you, okay? The King of Pentacles says, ka-ching, you're sitting on the throne, you got the goblet, you got some luxury going on, and the 10 of Swords tells us that the hard times are over. And that sounds promising. Not only are the hard times over, but now the good times are here. In conclusion, it's the King of Wands. You know how to overcome all obstacles. And the message that I just sent is the whole big picture. So congratulations. You have some practiced strategies for how to address major dynamics, basic dynamics in life. Someone like me would like to learn from.
That was amazing, Ray. Well, I'm going to add some friends here before you leave, Ray. So you can say hi.
Hello. Happy 4th of July, all of my American friends.
Hey, happy 4th of July.
Yay. I'm in the future here. It's the 5th of July.
That's right.
Hi,
Hey,
Breakaway Ray. I haven't met you before, but nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hey guys.
I really like your backdrop, by the way. That's
Hi, Missy.
adorable back there with.
Yeah, that's Missy and me in the background.
Yeah.
I got a special can you guys hear me?
You're in the dark there.
Can
Hi,
you
Missy.
hear this or not hear it?
Well, we're here.
No, I can't hear it.
Hear the tone.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think it comes through.
Do you see the
We
pyramid?
can just see a pyramid, Missy.
I see the
I just see a
pyramid,
pyramid. That would,
Yeah, the
yeah, that looks
pyramid.
cool. What
I'm
is
gonna
that?
tell you about this. I'm actually broadcasting from a healing center in Weaverville, North Carolina. I have friends that went to go see the monks. You know, when the monks did their walk, the monks are in near DuPont Forest. It's at a place called Terra Nova. So I'm actually cat sitting. And what this pyramid is, it is called a paradigm instrument. And I know the guy that invented this. I'm going to see if these headphones, if you can hear it, it's going to go through another cycle. This is an analog device. It was created by a man who was an engineer and musician. His name is August Worley, and he used to work for Robert Moog of Moog Synthesizers.
Oh.
So what's powerful about this is, okay, first of all, we do not diagnose, treat, or prescribe. This is a theoretical practice for entertainment and educational purposes only, but this will go deep into your bones and muscles. So I'm actually laying on a mat right now. Oh, here, now you might be able to hear it. See if you can hear this.
I can't see anyone.
Can you hear that
I
noise?
can't see Rob, and I can't see Missy. It's all dark.
Can you hear it?
Where's the fireworks?
Can you hear that at all?
I can't hear any sound.
No, it might be too low.
I can't hear it.
It's like a purr. It's like a purr and a low hum, but it does the chakras. It goes woo, woo, up and down, but you can actually feel it, and it's on this bed here, and it does like a massage. So the sound vibrates, and you lay on this, you put these headphones on. I'm surprised you can't hear this. I mean, it's like shaking the whole bed. Do you feel that vibration?
Willow Roots Creation says
can't
finally
feel it.
some fireworks going on here. I can't see Rob. People are saying, Missy, you're invisible.
Oh, okay. And there's a
me see if I
hyperbaric
can-
chamber here. This is oxygen. You can lay in this
Hyperbaric.
thing and do oxygen here. Okay, so they've got that, and then they've got all these tuning forks and this stuff.
Nice.
See,
It looks
So-
amazing.
these are who I'm speaking for tomorrow at the Center for Spiritual Living, and then they Airbnb this place out. Luckily, the AC got better, and then this is like they have this mat that does infrared. I don't have this turned on, but it's like this mat that does infrared and frequencies, like with crystals and things like that. So I'm going to show.
Well,
you
I'd
this.
like to come to that place. That looks cool.
I know.
That looks really
See,
cool.
if we do Western North Carolina, we could have access to all this kind of stuff. I mean, we had a talk with Jim and Matt. Are they in the chat about the different things they offer with caving? I got to turn this thing off though, so you turn it off here because I don't want to just let it run if I'm not doing it. I just wanted to give you guys a tour.
Well, wait,
Now
Missy,
I'll give
let's
you a
let
tour.
Ray, because Ray might want to go. Ray, do you want to tell people where they can find you? And you can hang out as long as you want, Ray. But I mean, like, I figured I'd give you the opportunity to, finish up. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Again, thanks for 2 great years, Rob. I really appreciate how what you've done influenced and changed my life. So thanks a lot. I want to wish Missy and Chloe a good show. I'm going to take off, but catch me over at Star Card
Thanks,
Podcast. And again, it was a great show. I really enjoyed myself. Happy July 4th, everybody.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th
Yeah.
of
Happy 4th of July, Ray. All right. That was Breakaway Ray, everybody. And now we're joined by Missy and Chloe. And Missy's a galactic historian and paranormal researcher, grid worker. And Chloe's a seer, psychic, healer, multidimensional, everything, So this is going to be an amazing show. I lost my light. Oh, gosh.
Is your camera?
Now it's really going to get dark.
So you lost your light.
Okay, there we go.
Can you
Maybe
see
work
this
on
now?
I got it now.
Call in the Galactics, and we'll get that light working. Come on.
This
I
is
also
the
want to give
altar
it. Yeah, I
here.
want to give a shout out before we start, Missy. This place looks amazing. Yeah, like My
This
friend,
all-
I have a special friend who sent me a bunch of greenery. Let's just put it that way. She sent me greenery. I've got THC vapes and THC joints and THC flower out the ass right now. Sorry.
Okay, and if you sat here, I'm telling you, you just sit in this, and it puts you in a
Wow.
theta state. I'm telling you. Here's my crystal skulls absorbing the energy here. See this? I gave him that Lakshmi, that statue, and then all this stuff here. Arthur's in the other room. I'll let him out at some point. Here's your
I think I
Tibetan
gotta
prayer
get some
flags.
crystals out.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And then
Let's
I'll
get
the
those
zapper
crystals
out.
joined
that,
up with my
Chloe?
crystals.
We're gonna do some
Hey?
zapping. And look at this backdrop. Look at this.
Is your camera gone?
Okay. Now,
Missy is pumped, says Rainbow Flame. She's got a lot of energy.
Yes.
So is the fireworks happening there? Is that what happens at night on the 4th of
Matthew
July?
says there's spirits in there right now. Not gonna lie.
Right.
What do you mean? What did you say? I didn't.
Is there fireworks going off like around you
So
guys?
what's going on, Chloe? How are you?
I'm good.
Not now,
got
not
this-
yet. At least you know. Maybe
really?
maybe I'll go outside in a little bit and yeah.
What's going on with your camera, Rob? I can't see
Yeah,
anything.
but-
Oh, you got a hat on. I got to get my hat too. Hang on.
I'm in a wizard mood, and no, I'm not copying Sean Bond. You know what? I've been a wizard.
There we go.
I've had the wizard hats for a long time. So here's the zapper.
Oh, wow. Wow. I can feel it coming through. What's that for?
This is to clear your field. What it does is it gives you negative ions. So when you do
Okay.
it smells like when you have one of those things in the cigarette lighter adapter, you know, and it makes that smell like a rainstorm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again, Missy, if you can. I'd love to do it. That was pretty cool.
We're going to clear your property.
That was great. Yeah.
So tell me what's going on with the, okay. So people are saying
Mitzi, we can hardly hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you hardly at all. It's like very faint.
Okay, I'm going to turn the dehumidifier off for right now.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, that dehumidifier is pretty loud. Can you hear me now?
Australia got booted out of the World Cup by Egypt. Really? Wow.
Now you can hear me, right, Rob?
A little bit better. Yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah.
Lots of booms and fireworks in the city, says Melly. Crystals are my life too, man. It's super buff here.
I got to get me one of those, Misty. How did we get one of those? Do they sell them?
They sell a lot of stuff, and like I said, they Airbnb their place out. So I'm wearing Thor's hammer tonight. I didn't have my red, white, and blue because I didn't know I was going to be here. So I'm wearing a red ring though, and blue in my bracelet. I just didn't know I was going to be here because this came up at the last minute. Like they're like, "Can you cat sit?" And I'm like, "Sure." So
Yeah.
I forgot they had all this stuff. Like I knew they had the paradigm, but they have all this other stuff, which is great. That paradigm is amazing.
Do you like
That's
what
like
I've got in the background,
$1,000.
Missy? Look at the thing I've got in the back. This is our show. Grid
Yes.
work. I kind of put it in the back. I'm a bit techie. Michael helped me with the tech.
That's so good that you did that you're able to have that virtual background. I don't know how you did it, but you're on a laptop, I guess.
Yeah, because I went on the laptop. Yeah, we're a bit.
have to-
We're it's a learning curve, both me and Missy. Right, learning curve. All right.
And the rabbi
Trying to get used
said
to
he
the
would help us
StreamYard.
too. The rabbi said he's going to help. So
Yeah.
not only is today the 250th birthday of our nation, is also the 89th anniversary of the Roswell crash, and we did a
Right.
deep dive on that.
Wow.
You know, the viral rabbi did a lot of that. So if you want to hear all about that, just listen to that show. We don't need
I
to.
love your hat. Where'd you get your hat
Isn't it
from?
great? Huh?
Mine's just a regular black hat, but I want one of those.
This is a wizard hat. It's not a witch's hat. It's a wizard hat. So what we want to
What's
do
the
first
difference?
is we want to go over what we did last time, because
Yeah.
how that connects into Pittsburgh, the Steel City. We want to see.
Yeah, let me
you're
go
really-
outside, Missy. I'm gonna go outside and see if I can catch some. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside. I'll be right back. I'll catch you guys from outside. Just go.
Catch me outside. Look, it's got grid work investigations. Oh, got to mirror it.
Can you see the chat?
With Chloe, Ariell, and Missy Hill. So we're going to start a show, guys. It's an international show, but it's global, right? And we just focus in on different areas, and whoever's in the audience, they can participate in the clearing as well. So removing dense, dark energy and bringing it into the light. So making the world a better place, and in any way that we can, right?
That's right. Do you have that picture that you drew still last week, or did you burn it?
I burnt it, yes.
Oh, crap. Because I was thinking that would have been great to have, but can you give them a brief rundown?
Just give a visual, right? So when you're doing clearings or healings in places, and that can be like grid work as well, as a psychic artist, I go into the origin core of the trauma of the area. And so the image that came up in the show was a Native American man giving a lot of hate and energy towards a young American Indian woman on the ground. And it turns out that it's related to John Smith and Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, that's right.
Yeah. Because of the tribe there. What was the tribe's name again?
Because
it's in the past. Yeah.
With the P. Piscataway or something?
Yeah, Piscataway. That's exactly right.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh, good. Rob's taking a walk. I'm glad he's out in nature.
Oh, my God. It's still light there. That's amazing.
Can you show us, Rob, where that orb is? I mean, that blue
portal. Yeah.
The blue portal.
Can you hear the
yeah.
Can you hear people are letting off fireworks? Yeah, let me show you. It's not doing anything right now, but there it is. It'd be right there.
Wow, that's your place.
Well, when I added up your coordinates, they break down to a 3 and a 9.
Let me write this down.
The north, Rob, is a 3, and the west is a 9. So it has something to do with the 3, 6, 9. But what the reason we came into this grid work that we did the last time, it was actually Tiffany. Is that your vape or something?
It's a joint. But I can't really talk. I don't want to say too much. I don't want YouTube to freak out.
Dispensary? Is there a dispensary near you or something?
No. Someone kind of.
Okay.
I got some gifts from someone. Let's just say,
Okay, because in Western North Carolina, in Cherokee, there's actually a dispensary, and it's legal in Cherokee, North Carolina, which is the Indian reservation. So anyway, Tiffany is the one that brought the Potomac River to my attention.
Yeah, that's it.
Tiffany said, "Oh, one of my favorite places is the Potomac River," and it opened a whole can of worms of how it dumps into the Chesapeake Bay, and then it dumps into the Atlantic Ocean, and it's not too far from the port of Baltimore, where that cruise that I want to do goes out of. Like if we went to Greenland, we could go to Baltimore, and it's not far from Gettysburg. And it's not far from Manassas, and I've told those stories. And then it turns out that it's not that far from you. I mean, I have exactly how far. I'll tell you this, Rob. When I was in the French Broad River Brewing today to go listen to a Grateful Dead cover band called Clouds of Delusion, and I had a slice of pizza and a Greek salad before they started, and that's where I was doing some of this. Deep dive, looking at stuff. You are exactly 7 hours and 47 minutes from Asheville, just so you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, do you think we should have an event in North Carolina, Missy?
Eric said about Touch of Grey. That's a Grateful Dead song too. I think there's a lot to do in North Carolina, and also where TKB, where they are. Are they in the audience right now?
They were earlier. He was there. He was here earlier.
Yeah, he might be busy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We need. Oh, good. You're broadcasting. It says this is streaming to. Is it streaming to my audience?
You can go up the top and
I
you
did
can
that.
edit that. Yeah. I've just put it on Facebook and YouTube as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, it says
That's an interesting spot. That's near where you live, Rob. Wow.
Let me see
The
if
houses
it
are
is.
really nice. It is pretty rural there.
Yeah, it's rural. It's really rural. I was trying to give you guys that scene of the fireworks. There's people. My neighbors are all letting off fireworks.
Oh, is that what all the smoke is?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, yeah.
I am broadcasting.
Oh,
okay.
so it's not smog. No.
No, yeah, they're letting off some heavy fireworks over here. I'll see if I can get it on.
Oh, it's quite interesting.
They're
being
down
on
here
the show
too.
and not in the comments.
And that's where that portal is. That's where the portal's right here. We could walk over to it actually if you guys want to. I mean, so like
Yeah,
I'm usually like I'm like usually right here. Like where this is where I usually stand and smoke. But like we're walking over towards it right now. This is where it was right here. What did you find out, Missy, about Pittsburgh? What did you? Because Michelle did a decode of Pittsburgh too.
In a minute here. I was going to say, first of all, your coordinates break down to a 3 and a 9. And let's see here.
3, 9. I'll write the coordinates down.
Is your thing. I mean, obviously, that's why it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, because they mine steel.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is you're not that far from a lot of things. So from DC, you're 4 hours and 9 minutes.
Yeah,
okay?
I used to go to DC a lot when I was used to skateboard. We used to skateboard in DC.
From Point Pleasant, West Virginia, you're 3 hours and 55 minutes. From Serpent Mound, you're 4 hours and 54 minutes. From the Appalachian Mountains, you're 5 hours and 40 minutes. You're in Westmoreland County, and you're kind of just near this whole, there's these 3 rivers where you are too. So here's the map, if you want to look at the map. So Chloe, what do you get?
It's a very small picture. Oh, you've sent me the image, haven't you? Let me have a look.
Yeah. I could send all these images if I didn't. Okay, so Pittsburgh was founded on November 27th, 1758 by British General John Forbes. He led a military expedition during the French and Indian War, captured the French-held Fort de Kunsky, and established a new British settlement, naming it in honor of the British statesman William Pitt the Elder. For a deeper look at the forks of the Ohio. I kind of get what I pick up right away is a lot of people when they're mining for steel and they're doing this caving around there, because there was also caves of in the part of Pennsylvania near West Virginia, just all kinds of like mining.
Yeah.
That's how they survived, was mining, and people died in those mines.
That would coincide with what I picked up on. Was there is a lot of mining shafts and a lot of like
that's the word.
underground.
I couldn't think of the word. Mining shaft. I mean,
and a lot of like
caves, but when you start going into a natural cave to take things out, it becomes dangerous. That's why I was asking TKB. There's a lot of natural caves.
There's a lot of trains under there as well, like train lines, which would coincide with perhaps, maglev train lines without going too in depth, like a lot of underground activity still existing and built over. I have got more information. I did a bit of work last night on the portal that Rob picked up on. You showed an image actually of the blue light coming out of the side of a building. But we can go into that either now or later.
What do you think it is?
Well, I can show you the image that I did. Bring it up. You getting that picture? Oh, sometimes it goes in and out because of the thing, but I can, if I go
Oh,
to
it's the yeah, it's the virtual background. So yeah, there you go.
usually if you do it center, I turn it around. So
Okay, hold it. Yeah, there you go.
your
Little
face is
more.
going in it.
A little more back.
I got
back,
told to put
back,
it center and it should work
back,
right there.
Right there.
Yeah. So that's the image I got, which is a portal, and it's blue.
Right.
And I'll give you a read up of what I picked up on. I got this picture of this guy with like a hat, and he had a dragon. So that to me is like an origin image, right? And so I press on the image, like sometimes you do with remote viewing, and you'll get more information, right? Entry created, entry denied. The guy with this sort of top hat is an indicator of Secret Service, multiple agencies, multiple entries, used in conjunct with natural portals. So that's why he's got the dragon on his shoulder. So you've got these underground physical areas in that area that you're in, but there's also natural portals, right? But they're being used by other things. Most are insignificant doorways, less subjective to interference in high-low populated areas, closer to nature, but far from bases. So it's a quick entry point. Suitcase. I see 2 soldiers. Okay, what else did I write? Multiple agencies.
I wanted to tell you real quick. You got a comment on your hair. How nice your hair looks, Chloe. Natalie Wright says your hair looks so cool. I noticed that too.
Actually made an effort on it.
She was in the pink coat with Matt. Actually,
I had to get all the pink out of it. It went pink for a while.
Your hair looks really good, Chloe. I like it. It has like that kind of like pinup girls type. So you know, like the 50s, 60s pinup girls,
yeah.
like the real
style.
classy ones. You know, yeah, like that. That's what it reminds me of.
If you like
Thank
her
you.
hair,
I did it myself. If I go to a hairdresser, they never do the right job for me. I say, hey, I want this, and they never do it. So this time I actually did it myself. I just got box hair dye and just dyed it, and eventually it came out. I was quite surprised because one time I spent $500 on my hair. Can you believe it? $500.
If they love your hair, they're really going to love Matt's hair.
What's Matt's hair look like?
That red wig he was wearing.
Oh, the red wig. Because he was having a go at me putting that pink in my hair. Oh my God. And he called us, I want to join the pink cult, he said. There's no cult here, mate. Like, no.
Now,
But it was pretty
here's a
funny.
map, the Allegheny, the Great Allegheny Passage, which goes from Washington, D.C. to Point State Park in Pittsburgh. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, Point State Park's interesting. There's a lot of like Masonic occult stuff with the way things are shaped there.
I'm picking that up. I get chills on that.
Yeah.
Here's what the map looks like. I don't know if you can see it.
Can't see it. It goes all white.
Point State Park's like a focal point in Pittsburgh too, Missy. Like a lot of things happen there. Like, you know, like when the city wants to celebrate stuff, like because it's right near downtown, so they'll have a lot of things in Point State Park. You know, like it's like, matter of fact, they're having a 4th of July celebration there probably right now. You know,
I bet.
Like,
yeah.
Well, it's interesting because the night that you walked out and you found that portal, I hear sensed frequency emitted, V2K, go for a walk, is what I hear.
wow.
Go for a walk, facts, right? Is that verifying? Okay. Fires up a, doobie, such as what you're doing now. Walks toward portal, sensors being watched. Is that correct? Did you sense that? You sense that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Verified. Multiple agencies want disclosure. No more secrecy. Okay. And this verifies what I feel. I feel like there's positives now. right? We had the Draco, Nordic, and all the other people involved in the Gov, right? But now we've got positives who really want disclosure. Okay, so it was kind of done on purpose. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I was muted. Yeah, I was muted because fireworks started going off pretty heavy. Yeah,
Oh, no,
that does make sense. So is there any like ET involvement or anything like that? Or was it like, is it all age military, would you say?
This one is what I said before. Yeah, military. I don't know. Hope I don't get in trouble.
Okay, now the oldest tree, because the trees are important because through the mycelium network, they all talk together. The oldest tree in the greater Pittsburgh area is the historic Penn tree. And for some reason, when I hear the word Penn, not only do I think of Penn State, but I think of Sean Penn because he's got the last name Penn. I don't know why, but a massive...
It's probably related to the families there. Yeah.
It could be. A massive white oak located in Richland Township Community Park, roughly 15 miles north of downtown Pittsburgh. I'm sure you've been there too.
Absolutely,
Richland Township Community Park. It is established to have taken root in 1598, making it over 420 years old and older than the state of Pennsylvania itself. We know that there was a tree on the Potomac River that was 422 years old. And what got me interested in this whole tree thing is that the oldest tree in Asheville, where I'm going to be speaking tomorrow, is 365 years old. Whoa. And then near Charleston, there's the Angel Oak, and that's the oldest live oak east of the Mississippi River, and they say it's somewhere between 400 and 500 years old, which means that's before all these horrible wars, the Civil War, and all these different things, and even the Revolutionary War. Before the birth of the United States. So this is the 250th birthday of the United States. These trees are older than the country itself, and that's the importance of these trees.
You know what the interesting thing is, Missy, when you mentioned that tree, because I felt to write it down, Richlands Park, Pittsburgh, there is a history there of like witch burnings. Does that make sense?
It feels that way, even looking at this tree because I found out that the tree in Asheville, they hung people on the tree.
Yeah, that's what the trees just said. Yeah. So there's a core origin trauma. So the trees just said that as I wrote it down. So that needs to be cleared and brought into equilibrium because, oh my God, I'm getting images now of a lot of trauma, and I'm talking burnings and like the Salem witch trials. Does that make sense? I know you got the hat on. And
the Salem witch trials, that would be in Massachusetts, but it doesn't matter because we hear
it was happening all over,
but the Northeast. So anyway, I was picking up the UK too because of the Michael Mary lines and how at one time the United States was actually connected to the British Isles. There's an 800-year-old tree in Brunswick. Yeah. This is the old 800-year-old tree.
Yeah. That's it. That has a nicer, calmer feeling to it, that tree. Whereas the one in Richmond Park has a core origin trauma.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, the British were there. I watched an interesting show, actually. My research is called The American Experiment on Netflix at the moment. And it's really interesting. Wow. 4th of July.
I just heard the fireworks.
There it is. He's showing it. Amazing. Yay.
And it's to me, the fireworks are like the bombs bursting in air. And to me, fireworks is Armageddon for animals. And at this point, with it being so dry, I don't know about where you are, I almost think they need to go to laser fireworks. They're doing that in other countries, the laser ones. and it's probably a lot safer. It's
They
better
do.
for
They
the
do the
environment.
laser ones downtown. Like if they have like a special event, they'll do the laser ones. Like this is just my neighbors. The stuff you're seeing is my. It's all my neighbors.
Oh,
Like
okay. I hope they're doing it in the middle of the road though, so it's not gonna hit a tree and start a fire or anything like that. You know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know them. I don't talk. I don't talk to
I just
anybody
heard them
around here.
going off here now. So the main wars were okay. The French and Indian War from 1754 to 1763. The American
Yeah.
Civil War, which is 1861 to 1865, where the first shots were fired in Fort Sumter and Charleston, and World
Yeah.
War II from 1939 to 1945. Pittsburgh was known as the arsenal of democracy, as its massive steel mills provided 95 million tons of steel used to construct ships, tanks, and weapons. You
And
can
guns.
visit
Yeah.
both forts in Granite at Point State Park. So there's a fort there.
Yeah.
So you've been to that fort, I'm sure.
It's a big military presence there, and
Yeah.
he's goes way back in history. And clairvoyantly, I'm seeing all different types of uniforms going back in time. The red coats, the blue coats, and there's another one that's kind of both. I think it's Yankee.
The gray coats weren't they? Were there gray ones, Misty? Were they were gray coats?
Yeah, what's the one that's in between? It's like,
Oh,
and it's
this
got a
is
thing
also on one of those rivers
over the
too.
top.
That's pretty there. Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Sounds like gunfire. It's like we're going way back in
like
time
a
when we're
Liberty
seeing
Bell.
that.
See this? Like a Liberty Bell, and we're doing this with like the bombs bursting in air, because that's what it feels like. The fireworks are like the bombs bursting in air, but there's water there.
You know what? To tie this to ufology, Misty, I don't know if either you looked this up, but there was also the 1963 crash at Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, which is like probably 50 to 150 miles. I mean, you can look it up. You know my address, like, and you can look up Kecksburg. But it was a UFO crash. It was like it's not as popular as Roswell, but it's pretty well known, like in ufology about Kecksburg. Like something landed, and it reminded people of the Nazi bell. You know, like a lot of people in like conspiracy circles, they think it was. Some people think it was the Nazi bell, but like some other people think like no, nobody really knows what it was. You know, it's pretty. Yeah, I know you know.
And then I was picking up this thing about this bell, this Liberty Bell. You know.
Yeah, that's what made me think of that.
UFO incident occurred December 9th, 1965, when a blazing fireball streaked across the skies of the U.S. and Canada before crashing into the ward of Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. Eyewitnesses described a large metallic acorn-shaped craft that had strange markings on it, and the military quickly sealed it off the area and carted the object away, fueling decades of government cover-up and conspiracy. I mean, when it said markings, I'm getting it connects to the Nazis.
Yeah, I'm getting the same.
Yeah.
German Fourth Reich is what I'm getting, because I
Yeah.
can see, and I'm back in time, and it's like the early inventions of that era, and they're all wearing old-fashioned uniform, but it's new technology for them that they're testing out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting the same.
Yeah. And they're flying all over. That's not just in the Foo Fighters in the Second World War. They're testing it out and flying everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's clear that.
Oh, clear that. Is that what you're feeling?
That feels great, though. I think if we can feel it, other people can feel it in the audience. Like that, you're doing a huge justice. Yeah.
Clearing. Yeah, so we bring it up and then we just talk about something else. Yeah. I remember there was a story that I met this older lady. She was in her 70s at the time in the south of Victoria. And she talked about a UFO turning up in town in the 1940s, right? And she could see through the portals officers, and they looked like human officers, right? Don't know what uniforms they were wearing or anything like that, but yeah, she witnessed that in the 1940s. So it was happening everywhere, right?
Wow.
What's that
Okay, now
card for, Missy?
this is Hagalaz. It's a rune, and it's hail, which I know Eric would say less is best, no hail, but this is kind of about freezing something. So I'm looking at it as, I know Christy's been talking about, instead of like wanting to blow things up, freeze them and then return them to God's source in their frozen state, so they don't fracture, they don't splinter, they don't become a lot of particles that are scattered all over the universe. So having that Nazi stuff contained and sending it back as that way, and just the protection for the trees, because I'm getting this whole thing about trees. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, I can see the chat. I'll read it out. Burn some sage, cedar. Oh, hell no, Jason says. I think Sean Morton put the Kecksburg incident in his Sands of Times books. Burn something that smells good. Okay, I'm going to get some sage.
I can't burn anything right now. They said don't burn anything when because it's their place. They were like, please don't burn anything, the cats and this and that, don't light the place on. So I'm just not doing it. My blue is my water bottle. See, I've got a blue water bottle, but instead of burning anything, I'll just do this, the negative. Do my neck here. Because I've been getting it like at the base of my neck, which is like C7.
Misty, that's so cool that you got to stay at that place. Like, how did you set that up? Like, how do you know the people that own it or something?
I know these people for years. Yeah, I met Wendy Owens at the Star Knowledge Conference in 2012, where I met Laura Eisenhower for the first time.
Okay.
So, and that's when the whole thing about Mount Mitchell came to me, and it being like a grid work thing. So Mount Mitchell holding all the timeline memories of everything, because it's the highest point at 6,684 feet. I thought I was going to be able to go there. It didn't work out because the roads are closed since Helene. They're working on the parkway. I mean, there is a way to get there, but it was sort of a roundabout way. And since I've been back here, I didn't have hours to go out of the way, so I'm just going to wait till it's opened up, But so I'm seeing something about these rivers and these tributaries. There's something about, because when rivers meet, it's very powerful, and I'm seeing like electrostatic charges and even almost like orb and things coming in and out of the water. Have you ever heard of any like people seeing like USO type of things, Rob?
Not near me. I'm going for a walk as we kind of get out of the vicinity, but not near me. But maybe down by the river. But no like well-known cases,
10 of chalices. It's interesting because I've got the water element here, just as you mentioned that, Missy, and structures, right? That's what I'm getting from as an oracle. The 10 of chalices has other meanings. It's highly, emotions and a lot of other things. And Matthew's in the chat. He could probably go into what the tarot meaning is, but I just see structures. You're correct. Structures underwater. And we've got this ice in the background here, and it reminds me of there's waterfalls, and it goes deeper underwater. I'm getting that. I mean, now I'm getting a picture of USO underwater and like granite or something opening up and going underwater. I don't know where this is there. Is there waterfalls in that area at all? No.
Yeah, there's a waterfall that's it's like we used to all go swimming at, like when I was a kid. It's called Buttermilk Falls. It's but there's other waterfalls too. Yeah, but like I don't know if that's one you're thinking of, or that's in Katanning, Pennsylvania.
Okay, now this is interesting. Yeah. You've got the military entrance processing station. It's not a branch of the military. It is the Department of Defense Joint Service Organization, where applicants are evaluated for physical, mental, and moral eligibility for for the armed forces. Okay, and then you also have the Army Reserves. You've got a couple Army Reserves. Army Depot. Okay, the Air Force is recruiting. So it's a lot of things to do with recruiting, and the Navy Department. So isn't it interesting? It's all this recruitment stuff with the military in Pennsylvania. So we have to look at why would that be. We're not going to look at DUMBS. We're not allowed to do that.
No.
But we still need to know where these are. Huh?
I can see the underground tunnel link and the tunneling
tunneling
going into the water. The link is the water, because as you're talking clairvoyantly, I'm seeing a USO and I'm flying alongside of it, and it's taking me through the tunnels too. So it says water. It's like, I wonder if you can go underneath and there's like underground water systems, if that makes sense. But that's as far as we'll go for that one. But the structures are there. Master of Orbs. I don't ever use this pack. Yeah. It's called Syrian Starseed Tarot.
You're also 4 hours and 19 minutes from Luray Caverns, which is one of the most beautiful caverns, because I'm seeing a cave system.
Yeah.
And I wonder how far you are from Mammoth Cave too. Have you been to any of these places?
No, I've never been to those. No. Man, it's beautiful outside. Now it was hot. It was so hot all day, but now it's like, I would say for right now, it has to be like, it's like low 80s, high 70s, you know? It's nice. It's really nice right now.
Have you been to Laurel Caverns?
Yeah, I've been to Laurel Cavern. Yeah.
Okay, see, this is what that looks like. That's 50 miles from you. This is beautiful. This looks like it's almost like bioluminescing, and it's got like black light on it, because some of those, I mean, not bioluminescent, phosphorescent, like some of those rocks that have sulfur or something, that when you put a black light on them, they turn these beautiful colors like this. See this? Yeah.
It goes into the underground tunnels.
The most
cave systems.
Near Pittsburgh is Laurel Cavern State Park, located roughly 50 miles, about an hour and a half southeast of the city of Farmington, Pennsylvania. It features a 4-mile labyrinth of natural calcareous sandstone passages, making it the largest cave system in Pennsylvania. Oh, I'm getting chills on that. There
you go. And as you're saying you go into it, it's really large cavern inside. It's massive. That's what I can see. Whether that's public or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, underground areas, Rob. There's a whole like underground world where you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, something just didn't sound right. Something didn't sound like a firework. Something sounded like a missile. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I just heard it again. Like, oh, it's probably nothing. No.
It's probably clairaudience. You know, that's what you hear. So it's like the energy telling you something else. And what
it's like a faint. It's like a faint chirp. Like I'll hear the rocket. I'll hear the fireworks go off. And then,
Cave, like where you went, which is the Lost Sea. You went to the Lost Sea. Guess what? Penn's Cave has water, and you can take a boat ride. Look at that. See, I always look at the cave system. I'm really into caves and groundwater, because this is where all the memories are held, is in that water, and that's what has to be cleared. So let's go ahead and clear the waters of our body and clear the waters in the cave.
That sound is so funny. It sounds like a raspberry, and I couldn't understand why people in the comments were putting like this.
That does sound like it.
So these rivers connect. It actually ends up, because so let me give you an idea here. So the Mississippi River. All rivers flow into the Mississippi River on the East Coast. And then that Mississippi River flows into the Tennessee River, which flows into the Gulf of America, Mexico, which and then the freshwater part of it ends up in those caverns in South Florida, or not in South Florida, in the Panhandle of Florida, where you have the Crystal River, and you've got like Manatee Springs, and there's a bunch of them that have all this really good groundwater that's in limestone. So all this water is very pure because it goes through these limestone, and then it ends up into Mexico where those selenite caves are. And there's a whole underwater network that goes across in the Atlantic Ocean and even out into the desert, because in the desert there's submarines. There was like a submarine found in the middle of the desert somewhere. I just love this work. I love it. This is like, I live for this.
Yeah.
TKB in the house, or is that somebody else?
No, TBLK.
Oh, okay. I can't read.
TBLK is Terry.
Oh, hey, Terry.
I'm reading a lot of the comments. It's really interesting, sort of verifying what we're saying. There's a narrow NGT tunnels, lots of it. And under Bethel Park, it's like a city, someone's saying.
Where's Bethel Park? I haven't looked that up yet.
Yeah, someone was saying something about that. And, you know, there's supposed to be like an underground UFO facility at like Moon Township, like, which is somewhat near me, but like, you know, Moon Township and Bethel Park are close to each other. Like, so yeah, but I heard that about Bethel Park the other day too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember who told me that. It's crazy. I can't, you know, and I don't know why that came up twice. There must be something to that. I mean, beyond the fact that I trust your instincts, like, it's weird that I heard it twice, and it was like someone personally said it to me. It wasn't like something I heard on a podcast. You know.
Okay,
so,
I want to ask you this. Okay, so first of all, this dragon comes up. Look at this dragon. This dragon's going to work with protection for you and for the land. The deep blue dragon connecting with the deep blue dark aquifers that are deep, you know, the deep well, keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected and walk on the path of light. So what I want to ask you this, Rob, do you have any streams or culvert pipes where water is running anywhere near where that blue light is
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Gosh, I'm shaking right now.
Do you have any water at all where
Freezing.
you are?
I mean, there's no water, but there could be groundwater, which I would never know about. You know.
It's cold water. I'm actually literally, my whole body's freezing.
I'm getting there's some kind of groundwater that's actually, I don't have my pendulum here, but I'll just use my body for dousing and use this. I'm getting that groundwater is running in the way that it's not supposed to be running. So when it runs in the reverse way than it should, it causes problems.
That is so funny.
Why is it making me laugh? It sounds like a fart. One of those farting cushions. You know, did you guys have those? The big farting cushions and you sit on them? No. Yeah, we'll just blast that away, shall we?
Okay. These I'm not familiar with, but I've been playing with them, and I'm going to hold them up. And when you see one that resonates, let me know. Actually, that one resonates with
the very
me.
first one you're holding. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And look, you've got the portal there. You've got the tunnels. It's everything we're verifying, you know. But there's when I was in the US a month ago.
This one too. Look.
Yeah. As much as what we're talking about things, I don't feel like any fear. I feel like there's the whole contingent that feels that we need to disclose and talk about this, right? Into the general population. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. I don't feel as much fear as I used to. It's like, well, actually, we need to get these four aliens.
Well, this one is about balance. These are called the keys to the Arcturians.
Yeah.
And this is an Arcturian card that says the energy of balance helps you to recognize yourself. If you are honest about your feelings and if you recognize your own truth, nothing will disturb your balance. So, Rob, that's for you. That you don't allow anything to disturb your balance, you know, and put all the things around your computers. I can't believe what happened to your computer screen. That doesn't even make any sense.
I know it. I swear to God, too. Like I wouldn't lie. Like I have no reason to. It's horrible what happened. Like that was the brand new computer that my friend gave me, and I literally used it last night for a live stream. The last one I did was with Michelle. I put it away. I didn't look at it. I didn't use it until today when I went to do the show, and I couldn't do the show because it was cracked. The screen was cracked, and nobody went in there. I mean, well, I left today
Bob,
for
where are
5
you?
hours.
I need to see where you are. Turn around and let me look where you are. I want to see the sky.
The blue.
Turn to your turn to your right, but move. Yeah. No, the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. That way. Right there. A little bit more. What's that thing behind you?
A wall. Or no, there's something else there. Whoa.
What is that like light? What is that light?
That's crazy that light's there. That's not even there. This is a stone wall. And let me show you from the front. This is a stone wall. That's what's crazy. Like, there's a light there though somewhere. You can see it. It's a stone wall. It goes the whole way down here. Like,
no, just the way that light was, it looked very strange. So I'm just like, what is
yeah, I don't know what that is. That's weird, right? Like, that's
Okay, here's another card for you. Connected. The energy of connected helps you to connect to your heart with your higher self. Listen to your inner wisdom. And these are all blue. So it's about connecting, to that watery energy, clearing the water.
yeah, absolutely. So what do you
Because there's a lot of death in the water. What happens is there's bog bodies. Is there like marsh where you are too? Is there like marshes? Like in DC, they have a marsh.
And it's interesting because I got the card of grief, right? So it's stuck in the water. Battles, civil war, a lot of dying or dead soldiers. Yes. It's stuck in the energy there.
See this? That's that cave again.
Look at the water again.
Yep.
We've got the water. So bringing light into that. So as we're talking about that, so what we're doing, guys, is we're bringing up the density of what's stuck in the grids. Right? But then we go into clearing that. If we visualize light blasting through all the grids in the area, putting that 5-dimensional grid, crystalline grid, to lift all of that trauma out and all of that overseeing power and control also in the grids. And then
you need to fix what's going on in my studio too. Something's still in there, Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can. I don't know if anybody can, but I mean, like, it's something still in there,
Open portal is what I'm getting. So we can do that via distance while you're walking outside. In the back, if I go into your studio, in that back wall is open. And it's very dark. And so all of us in the, even the people watching in the comments, you just visualize like a submarine doorway. You know those big submarine doorways that you have to like pull to close like this? Righty-tighty. So you're pulling it to the right and you're closing that portal. So everyone visualize in the back wall of Rob. And actually there's one in the ceiling too. I just saw that now. So we'll do the one in the back.
I just want to say, hey, Southern Cosmic Wild Man, happy 4th of July, man. He's one of my favorite people that come in the chat. He's Sovereign Cosmic Wild Man.
Oh, hi,
he always has.
Wild Man. So
yeah, he is. Yeah. But
terminated.
I'm just going to do that now.
And a lot of pyrite from coal mining, because there's a lot of coal mining.
There it goes.
Not just steel mining, but coal mining in Pennsylvania too. Do you know where Brandywine Creek is? Near the Delaware and Chester counties?
No. Wait, where is it? Well, that's Eastern Pennsylvania. I do know where that is. Yeah.
Yeah, because these are what's important is so crystal points, pyrite, coal mining, argonite, magnetite, and like I said, pyrite.
Closing.
So actually to work with pyrite would be a good thing for you, Rob. I'm getting.
Wow.
Just closing that back portal. Closed. A lot of light in there. Everyone else is doing it too. Very good. And now we're going to go to the roof of Rob's room. and there's another open portal there. You've got open portals, and that they can be placed there by certain elements, right? So now that we see them, we close them, because that's why you get these continuous things happening. So people come and clear and do whatever, but they're not closing the portals. So if you've got open portals, you've got continuous interference. You've got one right above on the top too. So let's go into the top now, everyone. And we're going to close righty-tighty, like a big submarine door. Pushing it up, pushing it up, pushing it up. Everyone with us? There's a few. I can see people in the room with me. And we're all going to close it.
And we want to scramble the frequency of that blue light coming into your space. That blue light can be where it is if you want to observe it, if you're choosing that, but you don't want it to make a ley line coming into your space, whatever it is from that's connected to the groundwater.
Oh, it's a lot of dark that came through that light. A lot of like trickster energy. So we just clear once we close the doorway.
Sovereign Cosmic Wildman said that in the chat. He said it sounded like a fart. Like it's a great. I want one of those. I want one. I literally want one of those. Like I gotta get one.
Fireworks are full on right now. By the way, fireworks are full on. I'm hearing pop, 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 pop. You can't hear it, but I hear it.
Yeah, that's what I just like here too. It's like everywhere. It's like from all angles. Yeah.
Also,
I'm happy about that.
pyrite is often called fool's gold, is a powerful stone of manifestation, abundance, and protection, known as the stone of action. It is believed to activate the solar plexus chakra, boosting personal power, willpower, and confidence to help you turn your goals into reality. And I think I have some for you, Rob, that I actually got at the place in why can't I think of the name of it right now? It's in Mitchell County, in where that observatory is. There's a place that you could actually do sky watch that has telescopes. I got some pyrite there.
Wow.
Okay, very good. Thanks, everyone.
And did you say you're on the bottom? Yeah. You're on the top floor or the bottom floor?
She was on the top floor.
Oh.
Yeah, right. You're on the top floor, right?
You're talking about your room, the back room, back wall. I can see there's people in the comments who are actually astrally there too. I can see a few people. We've closed the back wall, and up the top, we're closing the top, and that's closed as well. What we can actually use is the energy of the fireworks that are going on now. So we can actually visualize the fireworks going through that open portal just to get rid of anything. And actually in Rob's room is kind of throw a bunch of fireworks around to get rid of anything hiding in the corners. Everyone, let's just let off some light sparkle fireworks in Rob's room. Chasing anything that's hiding underneath the desk, around the corners. There's something to the right I can see. Okay, everyone, blast it with your wands. Blast it with all your light. Dissolve and disintegrate. Push it out. Pushing it out. And just say, be gone with you. Cancel, clear, delete.
Cancel, clear,
them out.
Cancel the contract with whatever these entities that are bothering you and these spirits of the land. Cancel the contract that you're connected to it. Which means if you're resonating in another frequency and timeline, you're not going to have to interface with it because you're canceling your contract to whatever it is.
Deny access in all timelines, spaces, and dimensions in Rob's room. Rob's room is a sanctuary now. Now we put crystals in every single corner, and it's like I forgot the word. They're making me forget the word. Okay. Cancel, clear, delete. So it's like this is the battle, right? They stop you from saying things, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, oh gosh, just a light going all the way around Rob's room, a protection grid. It's a protection grid, right? Light, light, light above, light to the left, light below, and light behind. All right, so now we're putting a protective grid around. Yeah, putting it all around. Now that we've kicked everything out. Good work, everyone. And I'm going to ask the creator of the universe, what light do we need to bring in to harmonize with Rob's frequency? I'm going to go with the rainbow, actually. We're going to bring in every single color. Every single color.
I'm
rainbow.
seeing that too, but in the pastels and seeing a lot of lavender, like a bathed in like an aurora borealis type of a lavender rainbow.
Very good. We can actually put a purple Merkaba, and I heard some people go, "You were reading my thoughts." Like, yes, we're all working together. Purple Merkaba, put it over the whole room. It's like a fortress now, fortified. But it's important to visualize it before you go in your room. When you close the door, when you're about to do a podcast, as you close the door, you visualize the Merkaba. So Merkaba is like a big purple.
Yeah, I've done a Merkaba meditation before. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. No wonder it's coming up, because it's something that you're used to and that you visualize often. Sometimes I'll get amethyst also. It's crystals.
Okay,
purple.
yeah, here you go. The card that I pulled. See the card I pulled?
Yeah.
It's not a Merkaba, it's a 5-pointed star, but there's your elements, your 5-element theory.
There you go.
I'm also getting you need to put salt around the outside of your house and in the corners of the inside.
Yeah.
This is the enlightenment card. The energy of enlightenment helps you to realize that you are a being of light, and that you are the personification of strength and divinity, which means if you do not consent to these things bothering you, they're not going to bother you. You have to really claim it that you do not consent. I do not consent to any attacks.
That's right.
And see those, actually I can see like almost like rainbow colors, even though that's like a reflection, but see those colors in there?
Yeah. And I can hear that you can learn to you can learn to do this yourself, Rob. Exactly what we're visualizing here. It's a superpower. So clairvoyance is when your imagination is very much attached to your superpower, right? So just visualizing, if you feel like there's something open, exactly what we did, visualize that submarine door and you're closing it, close. I do not consent. Push them out with the energy. Kapow, kapow, kapow.
I absolutely do not consent. So you have to seal your place off and almost see your place as like a UFO, but not really, but it's in a higher density. So even if other things around you are in the density they're in, see a lift off of yours where it's like vibrating higher. Like, know that it's true. We're doing this work and it's vibrating higher and it's like floating above where the other stuff is, if that makes any sense. So that way the other stuff can't touch you. Rob, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep. Can you guys hear me?
There will be more to be done
we can hear you.
All these grids connect, but the main thing was to see that you have all these energies coming from all these different, directions, and you're like right in the middle of all the stuff going on around you, but you can see your place ascending up, like you're up,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as much as giving higher vibrations in the area, first of all, if I'm healing or doing any grid clearing, I have to see the dark for what it is and then either push it out or transmute it. So you need that transmuting, right? Yeah. And then you bring in the light. So clear the density first. Know you have the power within you to do it. Of course you do. I think there's a little bit of curiosity sometimes, though.
And scramble the frequency of these cell towers is what I'm getting. Scramble the frequency of the cell towers. Scramble the frequency of the Wi-Fi, not to the point that it doesn't work, but to the point that it does not affect you. Scramble the frequency of any data centers that does not affect you. Scramble the frequency of any smart meters and smart devices, smart if things are in your house that are
Mm.
smart, scramble the frequency so those frequencies, those EMF, do not affect you.
Yeah.
Scramble the frequency
Yeah.
of the chemtrails and the spraying that's going on.
And we understand why he's being targeted in this way, because he's in the sway of influence is the card I've got here. Oh, center. In the sway of influence. Gosh, there we go. Yeah. So it's just regular clearing on your part. Yes, we can come in and do this weekly.
So you want to collapse
if
and
you want.
dissolve those portals that you don't
Close
don't
them.
consent to them, and you have them
Yeah.
collapse and dissolve.
You literally have to visualize them, and sometimes I'll have a movement and I'll righty-tighty. I say I close them. You literally have to close them.
Ban all shadow
Yeah.
creatures and all like Men in Black figures, shadow creature, negative gray aliens, and hat people. Not us hat people, but like the Hat Man kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Get rid of that kind of energy. And in your dream space and dreamscape, you have to cancel your contracts. I heard Christy say this. It was a good reminder. When you get out of bed, cancel the contract of the dream, like of whatever happened in the astral, because it's coming in from the astral. So shut that down. Make sure you cancel that contract. It's done. And scramble the frequency so that way those beings can't find you. They can't find you because you're in a higher density. They can't find you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really good information. This is really good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it feels good. Feels clear in there. And for some reason now I'm getting like an earthing energy. So visualizing grass growing on the bottom of your room. But that's bringing in the earth element. Did you get that? I got this. I went back in the room and I was like, there's earth energy. So we need to ground it. So we've done the higher vibrational work, which is really nice high frequency, but we need to ground it into this reality. So visualizing grass, walking on grass in the bottom of the room, put some plants in there.
You can actually plant. Do you have any plants in your room?
Yeah, plants.
I have one downstairs, not in my room. No.
You need to bring it up. You need to have a plant in your room.
Okay.
The rock element is also earth energy too. So crystals.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. He needs the rocks that are from that area, which is the. Yeah, I'll work on that. Getting him a
with intent. So the intent into the crystals and into the plants. And I can see an earth mother energy. She's got like a wand and she's now solidifying all of that. The work that we've done now in the room.
Do you have selenite? Do you have some selenite?
On my desk, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Use the selenite. I don't have any, but see the selenite? Use the selenite to go around the selenite with a smudge, with either, actually it'd be good to do Palo Santo, white sage. If you have moxa, that's the best. That's mugwort, but you have to get that, acupuncture, and you do your meridians with that. But sage and Palo Santo, if you have moxa, great, with the selenite, and go in a counterclockwise motion for clearing around the windows, which means do it at least like 3 times like this. Trace it, and then trace so what you're going to do is like trace the wall, like over there, like trace the whole wall going like this around like that. Each one, and then the doors around the doorway, and then kind of go, like flick it. Like a wand would be good too. So a selenite wand, sage, Palo Santo, any kind of incense you want to burn to seal those, etherically seal. I was doing this for a long time when shit was coming into my house in Fletcher, like directional beacons, and I used to see like red lights in the room when we were having those orbs, and I just focused a lot on that. And I do, if I go to a different space, I remember to do that. It's actually good to do. This place is clear. They do a lot of work here, but start doing that in the whole house, not just your room, but just go around every corner and do that.
Okay.
Very good. Feels good to me.
Feels good.
Yeah, the
Anchor,
room feels
lock, and
good.
steal that. Do you think there's anything
Yeah.
else that needs to be done?
I can just see this beautiful, just now solidified into that reality, and it's moving anti-clockwise, and it's just a nice wheel of intention and movement and resilient and clarification is what I'm getting. Like, yeah, locked and good. I want to say locked and loaded, but it feels right.
Yeah, with the fire dragon burns up lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. So that's done. So if people want readings now in the chat, I'm going to go take a minute break, but let me just get this out. Remember to donate to Rob, either buy him a coffee or his PayPal, which I'm just sure Jason can
I can
refresh
put it up.
that
Yeah.
in the chat. And what we need is a question, but I'd also like your location. So tell me what city and state you're in or country for what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going
Yeah,
to
I'm going back inside, so I'll be right back. I'll leave this thing up if people want to donate, and I'll take a minute break too. I'll be right back.
It's just me on here. Rob, before you go, what dragon do you like working with?
I like the black dragons.
Okay, because that's
I heard
the
they're
one.
really cool.
This is what I'm hearing. This is what the one that Missy pulled up earlier, that black dragon, right? So you're going to visualize that dragon actually on top of your studio, and that's there to protect, so nothing else comes in. Okay, so that's your protector dragon. Yeah, so we've done everything. Everything's cleared. It's now all solidified in that reality, in your reality, the multiple realities and multiple dimensions. Now we've got the dragon. That's like, right, I'm working for him now. All right, no one's going to come in. So you're giving that dragon permission to protect your space. Okay, very good. So I don't know if we're doing readings now. We're doing readings? Yeah. I'm the only one here. See everyone.
No, I'm here. I just got to turn my light back on. I'm back inside now.
Yeah. And so your camera's cracked, or is it your camera?
I'll show you. It's my laptop. It's wait, let me see if I can turn it on. Yeah, look at that. Hold on,
Here's some
So your camera's not working.
Organite here.
I don't want to leave this light on because, like, it's
we cannot see a thing. It's like all blacked out.
See this?
So yeah.
Oh.
What is it?
Let me see if I can. Yeah.
Organite. Oh, nice organite. So it's nice to have something physical.
For 4th of July, I'm doing Kava.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's
mild. The Kava's mild compared to what he's doing. So
yeah.
I couldn't hear you, Missy. What happened?
I said I'm doing Kava.
Kava extract.
I
had that once. It makes you very sleepy. It's good for sleeping.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It's I'm doing coffee Sunday morning here. I'm in the future.
I had a bunch of samples.
Coffee. That's about it.
I had a bunch of samples at the fresh market. So yeah, it's morning for you.
Yeah, I'm in the future.
It's winter where you are, but you're like in Florida weather. You said it's like
Queensland. It's nice, nice and warm. It's not Victoria. Down in Melbourne, it's freezing.
Questions or readings right now?
Well, I think Arno, which is Rainbow, wanted a reading earlier. Rainbow
there was a question. There was one. There's a couple people. This lady donated earlier. Like, we could definitely get her. This is if I'm cutting out, but this is
Do we want to both read, Missy? Yeah. How's it work? Well, we kind of like because we bounce off each other anyway. Yeah. Okay, so let's tune in. Reading, please. So this is just a general read. TBL.
I smoke weed. Right. This was This is Terry. This is Terry, guys. And she's a really nice lady. And sorry. Go ahead.
Movement towards starting your own business, your own enterprise is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And you've got a few options in place, but there's this block in the way. And I wonder what it is: emotional, physical, financial block. Where am I going to get? I've got all these ideas, she says, but I just don't know, like, if I can do it financially. And I'm seeing, like, I don't even need the cards, right? So I use clairvoyance, clairaudience, and, you know, my whole body and energy and spirit, right? So I can see that she's got an array of goods on, like, a market stall. So this is like enterprise. I don't know which one I said. She says there's confusion around it. So let's get some solidified actions of what she can do. I can see you clicking on a computer because there's also an idea. Do I want to put this shop online? Okay, she's overthinking it. There's too many options. This is what, and like looping and looping and looping, right? Try one thing at a time is what I'm hearing, right? There is some shadow stuff which is coming up in the subconscious, is blocking you going forward. So what can she do? She needs to just do one thing at a time. She's jumping too far ahead. Now, I've got a little bit of like ADHD, which can be a superpower, but it also can be like the worst thing for us because you can procrastinate. Do you know what I mean? She needs to be flexible. There's new ideas coming, but just go with one thing at a time. That's sort of one little, and also one step at a time. If you want to do the online shop and things like that, just do one thing at a time, bit by bit. That way, you've got a bit more control over the situation, because some things may work, some things may not work. So we just want to do one thing at a time. She's showing me like a crystal. I can see a crystal in front of her, maybe working with the crystal elements as well. Okay, that's what I'm getting.
Maybe the crystal dig, and I got this.
Yeah.
I'm seeing her Lyran cells. Okay, white gold dragon
Yeah.
from Lyra connects with the highest Christ light. Develop your causal body. Bathe in ninth dimensional Christ light and beyond. Connect with your 12th dimension and beyond. And go to Eureka Springs for cold bathing and drinking water. I'm getting, there's something about the drinking water. It looks like you're 3 hours from hot springs, but this is your dragon. So there's something about really working on those other timelines of your multidimensional self. And when that energy of your multidimensional self comes in, trust it, that bleed through, that wants to anchor into the personality that is Terry. Go ahead and let that anchor in for the development of your soul body and the development of your oversoul body and your avatar, because it's like the strongest identity is the one that does the work for all the other timeline identities, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. There's the main thing is, again, just don't overthink it. I just
don't overthink it though, and then that's how your creative energy will come in, because you're actually kind of I don't like the word channeling, but bringing through that creative energy from something you've done from another aspect of yourself.
There's definitely guidance here, because as I'm speaking, I see this bright flash in front of me. So her guides are there, the angelic kingdom and the higher galactics, ready for her to. She's getting all the right ideas. It's just in her own mind overthinking. So just trust. The main thing is trusting, and one thing at a time. That's what I would leave you with. Yeah. She's got a lot of ideas though that are really good. And working with the crystal elements, and I can see that water and I can see the dragon. So it's very Fae-like, you know, as well. Working with the elements.
Yeah, now I just feel the fairy energy when you said Fae.
Yeah. Elementals.
This is so funny. That was a great reading. That was a great reading. Yeah,
I'm getting electrolytes for you right now. I'm getting everybody needs electrolytes right now. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Wow.
hope that helps you, TBLK. Wow, thank you. Okay, perfect. Very good.
I was trying to figure out this comment. Yeah, this Terry. Yeah, with this, Katie says, she says, "Here booms there, blending in and funny as small black snakes burn." Does she mean black snakes burner as well? Does I remember those black snakes people used to burn? And
Snacks.
you
It
know,
says snacks. It says snacks.
oh,
Yeah.
tell me what you mean, Katie. Well, I'm like, you know, hey Joanne, right? Happy 4th of July. I'm behind in the chat. Like, I hope these people are still here. Who
I
else
like
is
how
here?
you
Blue
get all the
Riders is
rum-
here.
You get the Rumble and the YouTube. I don't know how that works. And
I got a message to save.
It
the
should just
chat,
work
but it's
automatically.
important, But I don't know how to do that.
should it? Ah,
I got a message. Save the chat. It's important. How do you save the chat? I don't know how to do that.
Because okay, what you guys do, I'll give you a pre-lap. So like to connect Rumble on StreamYard, what you have to do is you have to make the Rumble link first. So you make your link first on Rumble, then you go in StreamYard and you connect it as a RTMP destination. And once you connect it as an RTMP destination, you have to link it when you go to hit create live stream. You'll click. There'll be a down menu. Then you click and add the stream there, and then it's completely connected. Now, and then you should see your chat start to pop up. And I can walk you through that too, like how to do that.
yeah, we should.
Rumble
We should have.
doesn't like me. I don't know why Rumble doesn't like me, but I have problems with Rumble. I also can't seem to do what's that?
Nathan
Discord.
Wazowicz.
Discord. Even the name Discord doesn't resonate with me. I can't.
Nathan Wazowicz wants a reading. It says I requested earlier. Nathan Wazowicz. Nathan was a witch.
Okay, tell us where you are though.
I requested earlier, he says. So
I want to know where he is though.
Nathan, did he? Where is he at? Nathan, let me see.
Boy, there's so much chat here that I can't.
Let's just tune in.
This is this is interesting. We'll get him. We'll get Nathan, but I'm going to show this real quick. This is Katie. She says she met many saints. She says as snakes to dragons. Yet a blue serpent appeared in a pic many years ago as some being appearing. Always curious as to a black dog, blue eye, same pics, but fireworks.
She's talking about your black dragon that you were using as a protector, because I asked you what dragon is your favorite.
Oh yeah.
So that she's just bringing that up. Back to Nathan.
Who did you say? Nathan Way Switch Box? Is that who's up?
Yeah, so I'm reading for Nathan now. So I want to ask Nathan. So sometimes we'll do readings, but I'll get asked by my guides like a question back to Nathan, right? So the question is, what do you desire, Nathan? What is it that you desire? It's about making it clarified and clear what you desire, because right now it's just so many ideas and all over the shop kind of thing. So it's like Spirit's asking focus. I can hear that really strong. Focus with intent about what you desire, what you want, because it's not clear. I feel like, okay, I want to do this podcast. I want to do this. I want to go here. I want to do that. I want to do this and that. But it's not like focused enough, because if we want to make our desires into reality, we need to make it quite clear to the universe. We need to say exactly what we want. I want this. This is what I want. And the universe skips and jumps around and then can actually walk hand in hand with you and help you bring that into reality, into fruition. Okay, so that's what I'm getting really strong for you, Nathan, is that you need because I've got the desire card here, right? Oh, gosh. Okay, middle. That's right. Perfect. Desire, but it was upside down, right? So it's not clear. See all the little lines coming out like, I don't know what I want. I'm all over the place. So we want to make it turn this way. I want this. Universe, please help me. I desire this. If it's for everyone's highest good and my highest intent, then the universe will hop, skip, and jump and work with you. That's your answer.
And this is interesting because this is saying, you know, it's air and water. And I was picking up the color green before I pulled this, like, and you're in Alberta, Canada, but it's the air and water dragon, and it helps you connect to the higher frequencies. But it's also about using your voice. So what might help you as you're getting clear about what you want is to actually start toning, like to or do some kind of chanting to help bring it into fruition, to clear the blockages in the throat area is what I'm getting. And you have to also trust your intuition, which means when you put it out there, you have to let go of it, but you have to trust that what is coming back is going to come back. Like you plant a seed and you don't keep digging it up every 5 minutes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the best pronunciation of my name I've had in this community. Oh, thank you so much. Well, you just say Nathan was a witch. Was he witch? But yeah, you again, like you have you need a focus and intent. You need to figure out what you want. And then, okay, very good.
Oh, so Kimberly is in North Carolina. I wonder where in North Carolina, because I'm in North Carolina. Where in North Carolina, Kimberly?
She says, "Can I have a reading?" Yeah.
I'll get Kimberly next. I James pulled up. We'll get Kimberly. Is that okay? But we'll get. I can't find her in the chat. That's why. I see her. I got her now. Yeah,
I feel very earth elemental working with Kimberly. I feel plants and working with the natural elements with you. I can actually see her like in the garden, and there's a desire for your soul to work with either the herbal kingdom. It is the earth kingdom, whether it be plants. I feel like gardening. You love that. If you're not doing that, this is definitely a desire for your soul to do. Is working with the herb. Let me just feel. And
flowers too, because I pulled the lilac fire dragon, which transmutes through the power of divine love, but working with like lavender, planting.
Yeah. And this, when you say that, it could be like someone who's working with aromatherapy. You know what I mean? Herbalism. I'm kind of getting the healing elemental feeling for her. Your healer as your archetype, but your soul desires to work with the natural world in a way that it will help others. And I can see that aromatherapy, because you're mentioning, but also like, because if you're a healer, working with flower essences and herbs and all of that is really essential for helping others as well. But definitely moving towards that, if that makes sense, Kimberly. Does that make sense? Yeah. Let's have a look a bit further.
That was it. Yeah. See what she says.
Actually, the visual that I get is her gardening in the backyard.
She had kids. I wonder, because I pulled something that has something to do with kids, but then I was like, I want to.
She's in Salem, Winston-Salem. We just talked about Salem.
Oh, for her, Pilot Rock. She needs to go to Pilot Rock. Go.
Yes, she says. She says yes in regards to the working with the natural world. Yeah. The natural world really wants to connect with you. The natural world. It's a key now going forward, because it's also in regards to, mental health and things like that as well. You want to work with the natural world to ground. So we want to put our hands in dirt, and I want to work with nature. That's one element, but also the healing pathway, working with the herbal kingdom and naturopathy and that sort of thing. Right?
This connects with Polaris.
Yeah.
Tire. Something about connecting for her also with like the Northern Lights. Like when the Northern Lights are around in North Carolina, when you can see them, go outside and see if you can get pictures of it. And as far as Wizard Whitkus, what I get for him is, I don't know how far he is from Lake Superior, but being in Minnesota, Rob, you and I did a show about Lake Superior. You might want to go back and listen to that.
Wizard Whitkus. I almost expected it. Every time I'm on here, I do a reading for Wizard Whitkus and a rainbow. And they came on my channel the other day. And Wizard says, I'm in Southeast Minnesota. And I hope that sits well with the lady I was just working with before. And Melly says bark flower remedies, and that's jumping out at me as well. So Kimberly, remedies, so Kimberly working with the natural healing, natural world. anyway, I'm going to say the same thing over and over again. So that's your message. Okay. But coming to Wizard Witkiss, what are we doing today? I don't even need the cards. Right. Wizard, have you worked with whittling away at and making your own? You make your own like wands and things like that?
They do wood carvings. I
can see that. Wood carving, crystals. He makes things handmade.
Making like a Merlin staff with the crystals and the wire and the stick.
And
like
they're
going
really
out in
nice.
nature, getting your own hiking stick.
Yeah. It's really nice, and that you need to do more of that. I'm actually walking into a market stall, and Wizards. Every time I see Wizard, he's in full like wizard hat and the wizard coat. Yeah, wizard gear.
Yeah, like Gandalf and like Merlin and
he moves open the doorway and he walks out, and there's a lot of different things that he's got. Like I'm looking at my staff here. What was that for? I had made a 7-foot staff out of driftwood I got out of the Mississippi River. There you go. Driftwood. I see you whittling away at that. There's money that comes with that too. But I think you need to charge good prices, because I see you like it's high end. You got your high end fine art, It's really nice. I see you the wood is what do you call it? Varnish, varnish, crystals.
Right.
They're beautiful. I'd love one of these.
What I see him doing with the wood, I see him holding that staff and seeing him like singing and tapping the ground and like doing his feet at the same time. But when he taps, it's like that goes into the grid and that like opens the portal. Like it.
Oh my God. Well, there you go.
Dimension.
There's teaching there as well. So he sells his staves and his wands and he has, and this is how you use it. Come to a grid working workshop. Ta-da!
Bum, bum, bum. Like he's tapping with this.
He goes, I put a sapphire stain on it, and I have a spiral groove that I put blue glow paint in. Amazing. I can see it spiraling up.
Yeah,
right?
and having like a plasma ball in his wand. I'm seeing like, you know what I mean, like a plasma ball where it goes like electricity going like this.
Oh my God! You know what the message was after that?
What the message? And it really is like Gandalf, like what Gandalf would be, where when you tap that ground, it goes out, it spreads it out into the grid.
So when so that will bring you from in Lord of the Rings with Gandalf, and he goes from like the grey Gandalf into the white Gandalf, right? Because I feel that brings you up into a higher order of wizardry is what I'm getting, because your cloak is not light blue anymore. It's like a dark blue. It goes into dark blue. So it's actually lifting up your vibration when you're doing this, because you start teaching and then you start using all your tools to give to other people. They buy it. So it's like an abundance thing. Have you thought about that? So you're a teacher. You haven't really tapped into it properly as yet. What does he say? Hi, I'm out and about. I'm doing grid work. Perfect. Yeah. Twice. And teaching others how to do it. Because we need more grid workers on this planet. Look how we need to lift the dark web, on all the points on the planet, You can even do it by distance. In my night travels, I do a lot of teaching, like in your dreams. It would be good to bring it into this reality now.
This is about release to help, anything that where you don't believe in yourself, and to activate higher aspects in your brain and your DNA. So as you're doing this, with these wands and these stabs, you're actually activating your DNA.
It's really interesting because look at the card I chose, right? It's got the little DNA strands in it. But there's oh my God. So resistance is the word here. So you might have a bit of intergenerational.
Yes, exactly. That's why I was putting it in the positive. I didn't want to say you don't quite believe in yourself enough, but you want to release any unbelief in the success of this.
Yeah, it's
venture.
intergenerational trauma. It comes from the family line, and like not believe the men, masculine specifically, not believing in themselves. It's like I can hear like a father saying, "What hogwash? What are you talking about?" You
And
know.
I listened to Drago with
Hmm.
Dr. Amir and Christy, and because I'm seeing his SSP things, it's okay to release the emotion. You know, a strong man doesn't mean you can't ever cry or feel that
Yeah.
stuff that you have
Getting
to
in touch with the
release. You know, those
emotions.
programs and stuff, you have to actually let that emotion come out and feel that
See,
emotion.
men
And remember,
men are affected by the patriarchy as much as women are, you know,
Yep,
and you can see
exactly.
that intergenerationally when your father said, "Oh, what hogwash, what woo woo," you know, and
Exactly.
they put down anything magical, like
Yep, and
you
so
have
go
to
ahead
get
and
that
put
out
your
of the head.
flower essences with it,
Yeah.
and your crystals and your essential oils and your. We all need electrolytes right now. We need the salts. We need those cell salts, bioplasma cell salts, Celtic salt, all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. I can hear a raven outside.
Who is an active lucid dreamer since the age of 7.
What's that say? I
Ooh.
thought of making additional ones, but haven't done that yet. Oh, very good. So that's good, Wizard. There you have it.
We have another one. This
I
one
heard that there's
was from
people that are locked out of the
Clarice,
chat. What does that
Clarice
mean,
Cadet.
Rob?
I think Rumble's being weird. Rumble, I'm seeing a lot of.
Come over to if they're locked out, come over to YouTube.
Some of them don't have YouTube. Some of them are Rumble, and I can been watching the chat, and they're saying we're locked out, kicked out once. Someone said at 12:23.
I can never access the chat on Rumble ever. It's
Yeah.
ever let me ever.
Says reading. This is Clarice.
And that's crazy. That's probably why I'm not meeting my. That's probably why I'm not meeting my requirements. Honestly,
Yeah.
That's crazy that you
Yeah.
said it. You know, and like, wow.
So
That's
I feel like
there's an
there is
interference
something
block on my
block
money.
my
Okay,
money.
Clarice, where are you located?
Spiritual gifts to help me. Doesn't matter. We can just read the name Claudette 4993, and then we're tuning into her. What does she need? What does she need? What does she need? Interesting though, Missy, that you say where is she? Because actually, I'm getting there is a block in the physical place that she's at.
See, that's why I always want to know, because for either a block in the physical place or where they can go that's close to them for spiritual nourishment. You know, like I knew with Terry, she's 3 hours from Hot Springs, but she's also got a Cold Springs in Eureka, which is right there to drink and to bathe in.
Where you're at, wherever this physical place is, I'm just trying to tune. Is it the people around you or the actual physical place? Is it physical place?
And I'm getting something about voice to skull, because the word Claire is in her name, which is the Claires. Which means, do you have the Claire? Do you have the Claire audience? Do you have the Claire sentence? What Claire do you have? But
there's guilt.
You might be targeted with this V2 skull.
Yeah. Wherever she's at, the physicality of it feels like the house and the place, apartment or something. There's like a guilt energy there, right? And what else is in that place that needs clearing? I don't know if I can follow my dreams, she says.
She needs to cancel her contracts when she wakes up in the morning, too. Whatever you're doing in the astral, and if they're getting to you, you need to make sure you're hydrated with like electrolytes, because you probably, I don't know if you wake up more exhausted than when you went to bed. I mean, I have that, and extremely thirsty when I get up in the middle of the night. So have something to drink and cancel those contracts, and again, shut those portals down. I'm getting the same thing that we talked about for Rob is for you, which means all that stuff going around in your room and doing the counterclockwise with the selenite.
I'm wondering if she's got to move, or if she does she need to move? No, she doesn't need to move. It's in the. She needs to do exactly what Missy says. We need to remove the dense energy in the property, in the place that she's at, because it's a physical thing. And claim the space as yours is what I'm getting. Needing to bring in plants and crystals removing, and I can see her sage. There's a lot of thought form energies there, I want to say. A lot of like historical things in the flat or the house she's at. I'm actually seeing two men fighting, and it's like, I don't know, where is this place that you live? I want to get her to tell me where she is.
Oh, she's in Louisiana. Oh boy. Okay,
I can
so,
see,
you know,
because I asked, because you know the two people that I'm seeing, the one's a black guy and one's like looks a little bit caramel, and they're fighting. So there's some historical racial fighting in the place.
there's that, and then
And
there's, you know, Rob's having a problem. There's also hoodoo, voodoo, what do they call that stuff in New Orleans? The
exactly what you're saying. It's
like
but
a Santeria, some kind of
it's not
magic
always
that's
it's
not
not
good
always it's not always dark, that, because you're working with the old ways, right?
No, but
this
it's dark because the grids have people. Okay, so the graves, for one. First of all, there's been a lot of flooding, and the movement of the graves. I don't know if she.
Okay, so here she goes. Claire's. Just let's read. Yes, I wanted to recover family land. Okay, that's what it is. Is there a tile on my left over? Okay, that's one question at a time. Yes, I wanted to recover family land, but then that land needs clearing big time. There's conflict in your family. There's conflict in the land. There's tension, there's conflict. And so that needs to be cleared. You can visualize this yourself, just the way that me and Missy were working before. We want you to visualize, instead of those, right now, the origin and the tie in that land is two men fighting. We want to get them pulled apart. We want roses, we want pink energy, we want unity consciousness, and we want these men agreeing and shaking hands, visualizing that. And I can see a whole like beautiful, like it's almost like a ritual, I want to say, but in a beautiful way, like a wedding or something like that, where you've got white tables, you've got flowers, you've got water, we've got all the elements there, and we want these two men agreeing and saying, yes, okay, we will agree to disagree, but we want to move forward now. Because then I can see a contract being signed after that. But you can do this through the power of your visualization, okay? It's very important. I can see that.
Michelle also wants a reading too. I'm just letting you know. Let's see. Boy, there's a lot.
Michelle, you mean the Earth Grid Rescue Mission?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll find her. I'll pull her up.
Do you want to start that one, Missy? With Earth
Where
Grid
in
Rescue?
California? I want to know where she is in California. I think that's important.
She's near San Diego.
Okay.
I don't. Oh, here she is. Here she is.
Yeah.
Louisiana vampire
And Claire, I can see Claire's, yeah. Claire's saying, yes, somehow large amount of monies have been stolen from me. So it is that financial conflict energy. Once you dissipate that energy in the land and in the place that you're at, you'll see a big change. I feel this actually getting told from spirit about painting the walls. And I want to say pink. You can go light pink. It doesn't have to be hot pink. But it's like bringing in that light pink and green energy into
From Michelle?
Claire Claudette.
Sorry. Oh, Claire. Okay.
We'll go to Michelle now. Okay, you start. You pick up on that now.
Well,
okay?
I'm kind of actually, I don't know why I'm like going back and forth between the two. When you said the pink, I painted my old house Pepto-Bismol pink. I'm getting something with that San Diego Zoo and those animals being like used in program. Like there's a. Okay, I'll give you an example. So in Edinburgh, where
I think the internet's going in and out.
You know, when we're in South Carolina, our builder took us to a place, Monkey Island, which has retired monkeys that were like used in experiments. And there's something about, I'm seeing that there's animals tied to the San Diego Zoo, maybe not the ones that you see, but there's a something there that's tied to animal experimentation. Like there's some kind of militarization of the animals.
Is
That's
this
what
for
I'm
Earth
feeling.
Grid Rescue
Yes,
Mission?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
17 miles from Camp Pendleton, and I'm renting a house and the doors are mint green.
Okay, I was picking up green. I was seeing like green.
Yeah, she's breaking up, she's saying. So, Earth Grid Mission, I'm wondering about if she stays where she's at or she moves on. Because before I was, when we, last person, it was definitely stay and clear. But with Earth Grid Mission, is there a move at all? I wonder if there's a move. What are you picking up in that?
Not yet, because she's doing work there.
SeaWorld and the Salk Institute and
yes,
Coronado.
something about all the weaponization of the animals. The animals. And
Yeah.
also I'm seeing something to do with, even though she's not that close to Catalina Island, I'm seeing this whole grid line of, Catalina. You know what? Catalina Island was one of the things that I want to do that whole line goes from Brisbane to Catalina Island up to UFO to Area 51 and Rachel, Nevada. So I don't know. There's a whole thing with that. I think Renetta was doing this work connected to Texas too, because there's some kind of something that goes from those Texas mountains.
Getting a headache.
I'm getting chills all over my body. Chills.
I'm getting a headache.
Chills.
You get the chills, I get the headache.
Of West Texas going into San Diego.
God.
And Arizona. I know people that were
at
Castle
I see.
Dome, Yuma, Arizona. Okay,
I see. Michelle from Earth Grid says, I hope to God not when I said about a move, right? Because she's saying I've done 7, because that's what it is. You have moved a lot. So she says, I moved like 7 states this last year. Oh my God, that's too much. You need stability, of course. I wonder where you are.
I'm not getting that she's going to move right now anyway, because I get she's got work to do. So call on those animals.
She's
work
moved
with
too
the
much.
animal spirits. Work with the dolphins. Work with the whales, because not all of them are hijacked or anything like that, because I get they have contracts. Some of them that are at SeaWorld, when I was there, I was speaking with them. They actually have contracts. So work with them. Talk to them in the etheric. But also another thing of when you wake up in the morning, I need to do this too. As soon as I get out of bed, heard Christy say it, cancel your contracts as soon as you get done dreaming, because you might have had some fucked up dream. And if you did, you need to get rid of it right away.
Look, I'm actually picking up with Earth Grid Mission, because what we were getting with the chills and the headaches, there's psychotronic stuff going on. Okay. Yeah. I've been targeted bad. So we need to focus on that, because that's why she keeps on moving. And this is what I did last year. I kept on getting as a psychotronic. And what you do is you go into flight and you move and you move and you move, and it's still happening to you, right? So you need to call in your galactic helpers. I'm serious about this. They helped me, my higher galactic helpers, with removing the Havana syndrome. I had it for 3 months. 3 months last year. It was an absolute nightmare. But I was like, okay, guides, if you want me to do this mission, I need some help. Okay, I can't do this with this constant psychotronic stuff going on. Okay, and this is one of the best advice that I can actually give you. And I'm actually picking up on the element of silver. And I wonder if she needs EMF caps. And why silver? What's going on with silver? I need to get silver. I'm feeling the element. So you've got to visualize and bring in the element of silver too. So 1, asking galactic helpers for help. Okay, please stop whatever this is, Havana, psychotronic, and you need to bring in the element of silver. So if you bring in the element of silver, I can see the energy bouncing off. Does that make sense? I have dolphin DNA that used to me in Seagate, and I did an internship at SeaWorld. I don't dream anymore. Yeah. SeaWorld makes
She's
me
also
sad.
got the naval base in San Diego and the Marines.
Yeah.
The Marine Corps are there in San Diego. So they're the ones that are also working with and there's something about Lake Mead, even though Lake Mead and Hoover Dam is 5 hours away, I wonder if you end up there in your, I've been in there at night. There's a tunneling, and we don't want to say those words, but there's something going on in Lake Mead. And, even though Chevy Chase, I know, put the gum on the Hoover Dam. You remember that? In Vacation, he held up the dam with the chewing gum. There's something going on with the Hoover Dam.
Look, there is definitely
they're harnessing. It's like a loose energy. They're using,
and the reason why she's getting it is because of activism. They don't like the activism that she does, and she's because she does the grid work, right? This is active. When you're doing grid work, it is an energetic activism, right? So silver is the key, and get stable. I can see you meditating. We need to meditate, Michelle. Meditate, and because I can see you in a meditative posture and asking for the higher galactic helps, asking for angelic help, and bringing in the element of silver is really key for you, right? That makes sense to me. It feels right. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. Silver. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just heard silver.
Because she's got enough gold because of the mining for gold and the gold rush and all that energy. So something about silver is going to calm it down. Also, China Lake was brought up in the comments, and that's right. Yeah. I'm picking up all this, like a lot of this military stuff.
National Lampoon, I think okay.
National
Good.
Lampoon.
Yeah, because look, psychotronic, unfortunately, is a real thing. I've had it continuously for 4 years, especially when I did the telepathy, which was the biggest activism that they found a threat. Who knows, right? But
Disney
we can fight it
I'm getting
psionically.
So Disney's not.
We can fight this psionically.
Disney's sort of close, a couple hours away. Something about Disney too.
Yeah. Gosh. Okay.
Cancel the contract with that stuff.
I think even if we did a little bit of a meditation right now, because I can see her in a meditative posture, and so this is just asking our guides, our higher galactic helpers, the creator of the universe. If you want to bring in Jesus, you can bring in Jesus, Buddha, a master healer, teacher, and just bring in that energy around everyone in the comments listening now and asking for protection, and knowing that inside of ourselves, our higher selves have the key to psionically battle and protect ourselves. Okay, you have the power within you. So if you want us to help and do this mission on the planet Earth, we need help from the other dimensions of the highest order.
This is to help you trust your choices and your intention. That's what this card is about.
Yeah, and trusting it.
Visualize
that beautiful silver, that silver element working its way down through the higher crown chakra, down through the third eye, down through the throat, encasing all of the biofield in front of you, behind you, through your tummy, through your back, down through your legs, all the way down into Mother Earth, giving thanks to Mother Earth for the help and the element of silver to protect and shield us all. Yeah, from EMFs. I can feel that. Very good. No wonder the cost of silver went up.
Yeah, you can do like the Maharic seal. That's one thing. Like
I've heard that.
Asha Undine's Lisa Renee calls it.
I've heard that one. I think Misha Johnson uses that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually feel a shift
right now to use.
I feel the shift in my energy as we did that little meditation.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can change color a little bit.
Yeah, and really focus on the top pillar, which is about 3.5 to 4 feet above your head. And if you want to run the plasmas too, like the pink fire, blue ice that's like coming up from, like the core of the earth. What is this saying now? I got boxed out of the chat. Was in the echo chamber. Cannot read. Huh. Okay.
Well, back again. We just got to be flexible with targeting too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they bring it, and then you just go, oh, don't go into victimhood of, oh, you're using that on me again. Oh, okay. What am I going to use now? Spirit, great spirit. What are we going to use today?
Remember, you guys, to
Dragons.
donate to Rob's PayPal or his buy him a coffee. Okay. He does a lot of work. Okay. The Andromeda has a question. I have a question. What does my reality look like? Then here, plus a general reading on what I'm doing now on the ship of my real body. I'll let you take that. I'm not getting anything right this second.
Who is that for? Sorry,
the Andromedan.
Okay, I just wanted to quickly just finish off the last one because and Claire's saying take colloidal silver. So I could actually hear that too, but I couldn't bring it into. Sometimes when I'm in telepathy or channeling, I'm using a different part of my brain and my library goes offline. But I could colloidal silver is a way too. Okay, so who are we reading for? So now.
Wait, we had Erica before we move on to the Andromeda. We had Erica.
Okay.
Eric on the screen.
Oh, yep. Okay, Eric 3S.
I can read you what he wrote. He sent a PayPal. He said this here. Let me read you what he said. He said, I would like an open-ended free-form general read, please. He said, I got shadow banned on the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry about that.
He had no property needs protection for one. We know this just as a practical thing. The protection of his property and his affirmation is always, slow, gentle rain, no hail and things like that. And, to not have any like tornado type of energy being in the tornado alley of where he is. So
I get the shadow banning. Yeah, I get the shadow banning too. I see the YouTube. And I can hear very strongly from your guides, don't give up, okay? There's ways that we need to collaborate. This is what me and Missy are doing right now. It's collaboration, right? Working together, finding your community like you're doing in the chats here and Typical Skeptic, right? It's really important. So instead of everyone working alone, it's really important that we start having collaborations. I want to say, and remember when we were talking the other day, and we had David Wilcox actually jump in to our conversation. He was just there. I was outside gardening. I was talking on the phone to Missy. And he's like, hey, guys. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, this is really great what you're doing. I think it's really great. Just pick up the pieces from what, the way he talks really fast. Pick up the pieces. And and that's why I'm talking about it now, because Eric needs to collaborate. That's what I'm hearing. And on YouTube channels, bringing other people onto the YouTube channel, continuing the work that you wanted to do. I'm not sure if you watched David Wilcox or you had a connection with him, because I can feel something about that, okay? Because he's coming through here as we're speaking.
So
and that's
what also his dragon is an earth dragon, which is about clearing your path and your land and staying grounded. And the stuck energy of that property is clearing. Because the property, I
can feel the emotions of tears as I brought that up in regards to David Wilcox. I feel that there's a connection with him. I don't know what it is. I'm getting goosebumps, like cold. Feel cold. I feel his spirit around David. I can feel it's really cold right now. Okay. Let it go. Okay, I'm hearing about the past. I had my channel deleted too. I had all sorts of stuff happening. I don't want to focus on that. I don't want to focus on the targeting. As much as it is like a form of complex PTSD when you go through it.
It is. And he had severe things happen with his property. So he's got grief with the property. So that the rain actually represents like tears, the Mother Earth, tears of cleansing. The heat, the heat's got to be removed.
Let go of the grief about that. I'm still working through my stuff, although I've got my public face on now. It has been really hard. I'm still going through healing, and I feel the same with Eric. It's just going through healing, because you build up your channel. It's like your baby, and then it gets ripped out from underneath you. We have to go rebuild now. Be flexible. Collaborate with other people. Continue on is what I'm getting from Spirit. Build again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
And this dragon will help you ignite the codes of your blueprint. Again, also canceling contracts and scrambling the frequency of those smart meters, of the cell phone towers, of anything where the targeting comes in, because it comes in through the electronics. So the electronic grid has to be not scrambled in the way that it doesn't work with the brownout. I mean, even the brownout for me was like a targeting, because I had no air conditioning yesterday and I didn't know what's going on. Like, why is the AC not working? And a lot of people had the AC issues.
Yeah.
So this dark blue galactic dragon, it helps ignite your master blueprint. So that's what you want to be doing, is working with your master blueprint.
Very good. I can feel that. Continue rebuild.
Keylontic science.
Was it? I got box. Is that what he's saying? Yeah. Got to go down the thing. Okay, I think that's a good message, and we'll leave you with that, Eric. Thank you. Andromedan.
Okay. Now we had the Andromedan, right? I'm sorry. Can we do one more?
Yeah.
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah.
No, we
Okay.
have to do
This is,
Iron Bear, because Iron Bear donated $10, so we have to do him.
I have a question,
Okay.
says Andromedan. What does my
Where is
reality
the
look like
Andromedan? Where does he live?
in here? Plus a general reading on what I'm doing on my ship, my real body.
I know, but where does he live, though? I forget. Can you drop that in the chat, where you are located in the physical?
Yeah, and Andromedan lives in like Sweden or Switzerland, somewhere over in Europe.
Okay.
I see him in a chair and a table, and he's having a smoke. I can see that, like, dropped into his reality. He's going, what? How are you seeing me? It's interesting because
he's
I
in
got
Sweden.
that.
Okay, Stockholm.
Andromeda, have you ever decided to study, or have you wanted to study remote viewing? Because I just completely remote viewed your room and where you are and what's happening, right? So that to me says my abilities got sparked and I was going into where you are, right? So it'd be something, because you've got a very logical, there's a logical part of your brain and very active clairvoyance that I don't think you've really explored yet. But when you do remote viewing, it's a really, they have a template, they have a, I want to say militaristic way that you work, right? Because it was developed by the military, so they studied all these clairvoyants and all these healers and how they were doing it, and they put it in a protocol. So I feel like you need the protocol for that. Have you ever studied it, is the question that I want to ask, or thought about studying it? Because there's one that's free that you can watch for like 5 or 6 hours. You know that free remote viewing that you can watch for like 6 or 7 hours on YouTube? Missy, do you know that one? It's
I don't.
CRV remote viewing. That's what I'm getting for him.
Oh, okay. And who is the person that does that? It wasn't Tim Riffat or anything, was it?
He's ex-military. It's not Ingo Swann.
It's Tim Riffat, or it wasn't.
Maybe. You're good with names. Forget about names with me.
Was it? Ed Dames just passed away.
Oh, maybe.
Major Ed Dames, that Rob's interviewed him a bunch of times, and he used to be a regular on Coast to Coast. Well, I'm getting this. This is called Perthrow, and about connecting with your Norse tradition, because there's something about it using your casting of lots or dice or throwing cards for yourself that's going to help you go into that vision of seeing and the remote viewing. And actually, I'm seeing something about connecting with the Sami people, and something about where they are actually will connect you towards Andromeda. if that's where you feel
Mm.
your trajectory is, something about connecting with that. But start with the using something to
Yeah.
help you visualize, which could be cards or runes or the
Pendulum.
I Ching or a pendulum or
Yeah.
dowsing rods.
I
It
see him
sounds like
over a
you might
map
need a tool to help you. You might need
looking at
a
this.
tool to help you
Yeah.
focus.
I like having just a pendulum in my hand. Sometimes it kind of just grounds me. It drops me in.
Yeah.
Sometimes I won't even be looking at it unless it really goes the other way. It says yes, no, and then you practice with it. But I feel like pendulum over a map, and then he's got untapped abilities that hasn't really explored yet. There's potentiality there that's quite good, I think. That's what I'm picking up.
That's how
Yeah.
I started my grid work when I knew I was going to be a grid worker, was the pendulum over the map.
Yeah, right. Isn't that interesting?
Yep.
So yeah, untapped abilities, really. It's time to do your own work, you know. You're a seeker. But yeah, inner exploration needs to happen. Yeah, and so Earthgrid Mission says Farsight Institute has free videos too on remote viewing. Status happy to open up. Yeah. Joe McGonigal, maybe that's the guy, the one that goes for like 6, you know, the one, maybe that's who you're talking about, goes for like hours and hours. And then they give you like, I did it. And I was like really surprised that I actually got the place. Well, not now, I'm not surprised now, but when I did do it was like 7 years ago. And I literally like floated down through, and I won't tell where it is just in case anyone else decides to go and do it. I floated down through these types of trees that were only in that part of the world where I did it, and I could see exactly where it was. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. And it's free, you know, before you dive in, because of the remote viewing classes, they're not very, they can be quite expensive. But just try, and you'll be surprised. That's what I'm getting. And I also think Tony Rodriguez has a remote viewing class too, doesn't he? A group on a Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. I'm just reading the comments. What's that? Remote viewing also has been a knock on the door. Birdie is also amazing. Yeah. Groovy. Thank you. And guys, you can, Jason's just put my channel up, Whimsical Wednesdays. I'm going to try and do regular Oracle readings on Wednesdays. And we're going to do our show, the grid working show. We'll come up with places. And in the comments, if you could put, I don't know if we've got any more readings, but if you could put in the comments.
For Iron Man, who's in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, I'll just finish that. Like in the comments, areas that you want us to look at, that we could put in our show. But we're not doing dumb, guys, because there's enough. I just want my channel to survive this time, right? But if we do see stuff like that, we'll go, and there's this, but we're not going into those places, okay? Just for our safety and all that jazz. Like we talked about the tunnels there, but we didn't really go into them, did we? Too much. And what they're doing there and all the secrets and stuff, you know. Yeah. If anything, it's just like the why we want to do this is I'm a teacher, so is Missy. We're teachers, right? So we want to help other people develop their abilities, you know, the psionic abilities that we all have naturally. Yeah.
Right.
But the programming that is in the ways that we don't trust ourselves in our reality intergenerationally as well. We've been told to dismiss our intuition, dismiss our abilities, dismiss these areas. And it's, you know, that's what we mostly have to unpack and get rid of, right? Okay, so who's
this one needs to get rid of self-criticism. If we're moving on to Iron Bear, self-criticism, this will help get rid of self-criticism and help you get the recognition that you are wanting for what it is that you hold. So the symbols that you see, you're twitching and I'm feeling it. The symbols that you're seeing,
Yeah.
write them down as sigils and ask what they mean. Oh, this is good advice for me. Write those symbols down as sigils and ask spirit what they mean for you, which means draw them out. Maybe
Okay.
that means like making your own cards.
It's going to sound really interesting, but
flashes of
is-
symbols.
what's the person's name?
Iron Bear.
See.
This is
Iron
what he
Bear, because
said.
I'm
I'll
seeing
take
him
a
work.
reading.
I can see whoever this is, male. I can see working on
Iron Barrel, pull them up.
yeah, Iron Bear. There is and I can hear actually metal working with metal, and it's on like an what do they call the anvil?
Oh, wait.
An anvil, right?
Sorry.
What does it say? Put it back up again. That's all right.
Okay, I'm putting it up right now. Sorry.
Take a reading if you have time. South KC Mo is location. Do you know what that? Where's MO? What is that?
South Kansas City, Missouri. South Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow, it's amazing that you read that. Just had a vivid dream lately. I can see a man with a beard working on an anvil, and he's got a leather apron, so it's actually working. I can hear it physically working with metal. And you said sigils, right?
Yep,
So
and you see it from another
yeah.
timeline, like smelting. He's actually smelting and making swords, you know, like Viking swords and things like that, like with
There's
iron.
a skill set. He's still, sword making. You can see it now clairvoyantly. That and so he's got this skill set that he's maybe not so much aware that he has. And look on the front of his picture, he's got actually the I think the torqueta, is that what they call it? It's the three entwined, and that's a sigil, that's a symbol from pagan times, right? So Middle Ages, in a past life, working on an anvil. You've got that skill set, and I can literally hear the metal working on that anvil.
Blacksmith is what it's called, where you're forging tools, you know, like swords and all these different kinds of tools back in ancient times. I can see that.
Yeah, and the sword. It's really, I can clairvoyantly, I keep on hearing it. It's like really loud.
I can hear it. Yeah. In the fire where they stick in the fire and bang it.
Like, and you put it in the water and it all like that. So I wonder if he's done like what do you do when you put your thing over the top of your head, you know,
armor.
You know, no, you're working with metal and you're soldering, they call it, like a boiler maker. This art. He's an artisan. He's a craftsman. Yeah, I wonder if you're doing that now. It's definitely something that it will bring abundance and a career. If you're not doing that now, I'd be looking into it, working with your hands. Yeah. Similar to Wizard Wickers working in the
with the staff and the wand.
Yeah.
Wood carving.
Yeah. An artisan. Why is there worry? Worry if it will give you enough money or work. You never know if the reset, you know, the progression of ages happens, then we may all get thrown back into the dark ages, you know, and then we'll need people that are working on anvils and making saddles and, you know, things like that again. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Probably I shouldn't talk about that because you might get the channel thing out again. There seems to be a lot of censorship around that, you know. Gotta wonder why. Anyway. Yeah.
But on the spiritual, I'm getting these symbols. They're like, they can be, you know, having dream recalls, writing your dreams down, the flashes of light. If you see the symbol, go ahead and draw them out. Draw the symbols, which can be a sigil, and then ask what it means. You know how to also make a sigil with your name. You can use the letters of your name to
Yeah.
start the sigil, and then
Yeah.
turn it into a design as a meditation, like
Oh.
the letters in your name, and you can ask what you want it to mean, like if it's for an intention, like for some kind of
Hi, Angels
affirmation
Alive.
or-
Nikki, how you going? Nikki's here. Cool, guys.
Mickey.
What time is it there? Is it nearly the end of like the 4th of July?
It's 11:10. I gotta finish up soon because I've been going.
Yeah.
I've been streaming for 4 hours. I can't believe it. Like,
Oh, yeah, wow. Oh, look, he goes blacksmith. Is he actually a blacksmith? Wow. He just said it.
and this is a
Yes.
grounding card for him. He is a
All right.
blacksmith.
I don't know. He just said it. I think I'm going in the traqueta, that symbol from the TV show Charmed. Yeah, the traqueta.
The triquetra, yeah.
A mind, body, spirit. I think the church took it as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and completely missed out on women. You know, I don't know. Maiden, infant, crone is also another one. So it's just that we're in the third dimension. There's 3 things going on. Welding. Sorry, the chat's all the way backwards. Yeah, I think we'll sort of, my energy's kind of fading now because you can only do so much of this work.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we want to probably wrap this up, and breathe into 11:11 is where we're going to be in alignment. So what I want to tell you guys is to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our channels, which is yours is Whimsical Wednesday, right? What is it?
Whimsical Wednesdays with Chloe Ariell, but yeah, Whimsical Wednesdays you'll find me, and on Facebook Chloe Ariell, and YouTube is Whimsical Wednesdays. Trying to and Missy's channel. What's your channel?
No, it's Galactic Earth Fusion.
yeah, guys. By the way, before you go, Missy, I'll just tell you guys, I have everybody's channel in the description too, so you can find Breakaway Ray's, Chloe's, and Missy's all in the description. Go subscribe to all their channels. And sorry, Missy, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, go subscribe to all of our channels, which is Galactic Earth Fusion. Facebook, you'll find me through mutual friends. Instagram, X, I don't do anything. And my email is Hill, HILL, Night, NITE, Vision, VISION @gmail.com. This has been fun. I enjoyed this.
Iron Bear says, I'm trying to teach myself CAD and 3D printing. So you're going to bring in those design skill sets from a past life into this. I feel like it's all well and good. The CAD, very good, but there's something about working with your hands. Okay. Something to think about. You've got a skill set there. I believe that wants to come in. Yeah. Yeah. You do 3D printing of swords.
Great. Well, thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope everybody had a happy 4th of July and a happy everything.
Happy everything.
Happy, and thank you guys, ladies, and thank you to Breakaway Ray earlier. And happy 4th of July, everybody. I'm going to crash now. I'm